Hello, delegates. Thank you so much for inviting me to talk about my company Vayana as well as our product VDP, Vayana Debt Platform, which is nothing but a new age loan debt marketplace using digital currencies or smart contracts. Before I begin my talk, let me just give you an insight into my career. I've been a seasoned banker for about 2 decades now. I spent most of my time with two banks, in particular HSBC as well as Development Bank of Singapore, primarily in transaction banking space, both trade finance and supply chain. In fact, I would say not just trade finance and supply chain, but also a significant part in cash management and digital banking as well. Have got extensive experience working on the first API case ever by a bank in India, as well as various forms of embedded financing structures which has taken place in multiple countries. Okay, I've been with Vayana serving as a global head for emerging technologies for about 2 years now, and VDP or Vayana Debt Platform is the first product of our team. Our team is composed of about 10 blockchain engineers who have spent, again, decades in various tech companies across the world. Uh, the commercial team of ETP, Emerging Tech Platforms, have people from not just fintech arena, but from banks as well as non-banks as well to get all kinds of perspective. Uh, so let's start with VDP. If I have to, let's say, give one or two liner what VDP is all about, just like in the traditional world, you have a loan management system, you have a financial debt marketplace. Imagine exactly same thing, but using smart contracts. Okay, using digital currencies as a form of settlement. Optional, you can use, let's say, CBDC, you can use deposit tokens, you can use stable coins, whatever the regulation permits. So that's what VDP is essentially. It's the most comprehensive one out there. There are various rivals of VDP, but I can assure you that this is the most comprehensive one. Okay, so that's essentially what VDP is all about. Let me present to you certain screens, certain videos, which will help you understand VDP better. So there's a graphic which I've put in front of you. I hope you're able to see it. This is essentially how a Vayana debt platform functions. So Vayana debt platform, first of all, we don't run the platform as in Vayana or Vayana's associates. We only provide the technology in a SaaS, white label or a private label form. Okay, on the left hand side, you can have borrowers which can lend in digital currencies. It can be any, as I said, any form of digital currencies. On the right hand side, you can have lenders. And again, I am cognizant of the fact that there are regulations governing settlement of digital currencies. Okay, so this is applicable, let's say, wherever the regulation permits. Okay, there are countries where you will see green shoots of stablecoin settlements being allowed. There are countries which are using tokenized versions of currencies, coming under the regulatory purview. A lot of countries will move past the finish line with respect to CBDCs, and most of the CBDC deployment will happen on blockchain. So when I say digital currencies, it's any form. Okay, I will not get into the regulation so much to explain Vayana debt platform. So, okay, typically in a Web2 scenario, if you see the cycle between the borrowers to the lenders, okay, using the typical Swift platform that exists, okay, it'll take n number of days. It'll cost you X percentage immediately by the time the money ends up in the lender's account. Okay, the repayments would be a problem, the reconciliation would be a problem, the tracking and all would be a problem as well. Okay, if I have to move that onto a debt platform or deploy entire use case onto something like a Vayana debt platform SaaS. Okay, okay, within let's say on a near real time basis, you can achieve all of that. And smart contracts will come in from the perspective of handling the entire reconciliation and the tracking bit as well. Okay, so that efficient flow you can achieve in a use case that we have developed on blockchain, which is that of B2B credit. Okay, Currently, the debt platform supports term loans of any number of months, any number of years. Like I said, we have a team of 10 engineers. We constantly keep on developing and upgrading this. We will have a supply chain module very soon. A tokenization module will be up very soon, where a settlement using fiat layer also perhaps can be looked at. Tokenization, again, when I talk about, it will not be just of documents, which is of invoices, but of securities as well. Securities, again, it can be debt securities, can be equity securities. So end to end B2B credit. If a corporate or an SME or even an FI wants to raise funds in whatsoever way, this loan management system or a debt marketplace using smart contracts, it can be done. Moving on to the second slide, this is an actual snapshot of the platform. Again, the look and the feel can be certainly customized the way you want. Since we white label this, we don't run the platform ourselves. It will look and feel the way you want and will embed in the UI UX of your platform. This particular screen I'm showing to show the control you as a platform runner can get from this VDP. Okay, Web3 has all kind of characters. Okay, I don't have to tell you that. In the news, it come often. Okay, you can restrict the person or the actor or the participant which comes onto the platform. All kinds of parameters you can set. Only those guys will be permitted to be using this VDP. There's a break as well, a manual leg as well, where a KYC KYB can be done, and only once the KYC KYB is done, which adheres to the AML and all the sanction checks, only then a participant can be allowed onto this platform. Moving on to a second screen of the VDP platform, this is the sample dashboard. How, let's say, if a borrower has to log in, what he will see. So, there are sections such as what is his current outstanding, how many loans are pending, the loan schedule, all kind of analytics that borrower wants can be seen on the dashboard and can be downloaded as well. VDP platform can be deployed on any EVM compatible blockchain. And if you want any kinds of customization, obviously at a price, we are ready to do it. The advantage that we have is we have a team of engineers on our payroll, which can facilitate the customizations for you. So if you want to deploy as a bank on a permission blockchain, that also is possible. Over six smart contracts currently are at play when we talk about VDP. So these are over 6 to 7 smart contracts which are deployed on blockchain basis your requirements. VDP's cloud deployment architecture has been made to keep the best practices of enterprise grade security used at regulated institutions such as banks in perspective. Learnings from major failures around blockchains have been incorporated into the architecture, making it one of the safest SaaS blockchain solutions out there. Moving on, have a look at the number of loan characteristics that you as a bank or a fintech would be able to control using VDP platform. More than 25 variable already. But again, totally up to you whether you want to use this 25 or you want to just pre-assign some variable there or even hide most of the variables to speed up the process flow. Completely customizable as per your requirements. Geography to geography, we understand that it's not just the tech, but support services also, which will be required from a bank or a fintech's perspective. So, let's say if it's a geography which is conducive to us, so if it's Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, for that matter, we also offer ancillary non-financial services as part of the offering of VDP, which can include credit risk consultancy, which is scoring the memos, preparing of the credit memos, going in the market and referring and identifying those borrowers for you who can avail digital currency loans, uh, facilitating and introducing you to the legal lawyers from a documentation perspective as well, uh, help in getting you tied up with a debt collection agent, which can do soft and hard collections, whatever permissible by the regulations of that country. These are some of the non-financial services that we can offer as part of EDP. Let me take you through now a 30 to 45-second video of a process flow of VDP as to how investor or a lender flow will work. I think AI voice will do a better job, and certainly AI is in the vogue. So let the AI voice of Vayana explain you the entire video.
Julia, who is an investor, now logs in. She sees a list of open opportunities where she can invest in. Once she selects an opportunity, she can learn more about the loan terms and a tentative repayment schedule. She seems interested in the opportunity and decides to invest. By default, the option to pledge funds is selected. She enters the amount she wishes to invest and proceeds. As the next step, the loan agreement is sent for signatures. Once this is done, the agreement is signed and verified by the platform. Julia now comes back to the platform and provides allowance to the smart contract to debit funds from her wallet. The Vault smart contract is being given the allowance to debit the funds. The last step is to pledge funds, which basically records the investor contributions in the loan vault. As this is a pledge, funds won't be consumed from her wallet now, it will be debited only when the borrower draws down the loan. Julia now sees her investment being reflected on the platform.
Last I checked, the loans using such a infrastructure, which is a Web3 infrastructure, a real world loan facilitating trade and commerce. I think the outstanding world over was reaching $1 billion, obviously very minuscule compared to trillions of dollars in the traditional banking or a fintech sphere, but it's rising. Okay, given the changes around CBDCs, given the changes around model of electronic trade records getting acceptability, given the acceptability of securities getting tokenized on blockchain, it's only going to increase. This is the right time, opportune moment for you to deploy this so that you can get that early mover advantage. Finally, looking ahead towards interacting with all of you face to face when me or my team gets an opportunity to visit you at your office. VDP as a product has already gone live in one country. In second country, the implementation is going on as we speak. We have got a healthy pipeline of deployment nearly every corner of the world. Okay, so looking ahead towards that detailed conversation and even a detailed demo to take place between your team as well as ours. Q&As, if there are any pending, I'm putting across my cell phone and WhatsApp details alongside email and Telegram handles as well. Just shoot it to us and immediately we'll get back to you. We have a brochure, a detailed PDF listed on our website. The details can be found on the screen. Again, thank you so much for your time. Hoping for a meaningful discussion between all of us. Thank you so much.